So, I bet you didn't know that the Thames is actually nearly 234 miles long. So 234 miles, that's about 377 kilometers. Officially, if you look at the map, it starts pretty much where the Southend-on-Sea pier begins. And then it runs all the way into London, through London, out to Reading, up to Oxford, and then it goes out into the countryside and carries on for nearly another 80 kilometers until it literally bubbles out of the ground at a place called the Thames Head. And I've decided that I'm going to run the entire length of the Thames.
Windy. A little bit too windy for my liking. It's kind of buffeting. Bit annoying, but I can't really be helped, so can never really choose where, can you? Okay, so today's workout is a blend of threshold and VO2 intervals, I suppose. Obviously back from Arizona now, and the next challenge is to run the Thames. Now, I've not got long to prepare for this, like literally 4 quality weeks, and here is my thinking about what I need to do. I'm not entirely worried about the distance. I'm not worried about not having it in the legs for the distance, but the things that I suppose I need to focus on at the moment are my threshold ability, always, as everyone does, and just maintaining speed and power, because those are the energy systems that got eroded when I was in Arizona. I trained a lot of it before I went, and just naturally, if you're just going to do lots of aerobic stuff like Arizona was, and then not much training in between, the areas that you need to focus on are the other energy systems. So bringing those back up is the priority. So today's workout is a blend of threshold and VO2. So 4K easy and some strides just to get the legs turning over a bit, because they are feeling slow actually. Then it's 3 sets of 3, 2, 1. So 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute easy in between, 1 minute kind of easy in between each of those sets as well, and then 3 minutes of rest, straight into 8 sets of 1 minute on, 1 minute off. So 1 minute hard, 1 minute easy, so kind of shuffle in between and try and put some power down in those 1 minutes. So that is the workout. It's the first kind of like big workout I think I've done. Obviously I've done 2 threshold workouts before this, but this will be the first hard one. So yeah, it's gonna suck basically. So lots of the warm up to do, which generally for me means a few strides to get things going. Like I said, legs have not really turned over that much recently. I always end up feeling these a bit too much, basically. Okay, so that is first bit of the workout done. So that was the 3-2-1s. So 3-minute kind of threshold effort, 2-minute kind of 10k-ish effort, and then 1-minute 5k effort, 1 minute standing in between everything because I'm feeling weak at the moment. And you could stand or you could do a little shuffle. Doesn't matter a whole lot, obviously. So now going to try and work up some speed. Legs are already cooked, like calves are really feeling it. I'm just not used to having to constantly accelerate like that. So we'll see how many of these 8 I get through. Can't do the full 8. I'll probably just turn it into a bit more of a power-based workout, so try and hit the total number of reps, but even if I shorten the efforts and just get some good speed and some good leg turnover, so maybe some actual speed training rather than just lumping speed and VO2 together. So yeah, let's get the next bit going. So workout done, got a few reps, did like 4 in the end of the hard 1 minutes. Calves are cooked, that's kind of expected. So there we go, workout done. Not too displeased with that, pretty much how I thought it was going to go. So onwards, 4 weeks left until around the Thames, feeling okay at this point. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the distance, just trying to sharpen up all the systems again.
So the plan as it stands is to basically break this kind of little epic journey up into 4 stages. So stage 1, starting at Southend-on-Sea and running all the way to Tower Bridge. Day 2, going to be Tower Bridge to a little town called Hurley, which is basically near Maidenhead. Day 3, Hurley all the way up to Oxford, and then day 4, Oxford all the way to the Thames Head. So the first 3 days are 100 kilometers or 62 miles each, and the last day is about 48 miles, so about 77, could be around 80 kilometers by the end of it. And it's funny coming up with these kind of plans because the first thing that people say to you is, oh, that's cool, but like, why even bother to do this? And ultimately, I think it comes down to the idea that I'm terrified of regret. I'm terrified of being later in my life and regretting that I haven't done things. Right now, I'm so lucky to have a body that has no issues with it. I should really be using that to its full potential. And this is just another way of doing that. I never want to go through life thinking that I've wasted all the things that I might one day take for granted. And that for me has always been the driving force behind why I do lots of these challenges. I don't think that we should be afraid to put ourselves out here and do these kind of things. Sometimes it's difficult to talk about these kind of challenges because people almost don't like to hear about it. It's like a kind of, oh look, here's another stupid challenge kind of thing. But ultimately, someone has to do it. If somebody watches this one day and draws some kind of inspiration from it, whether they're just starting out with fitness or whether they want to do their own crazy challenge, then that's success to me. You know, growing up, I didn't ever consider myself particularly good at sport or anything really. And actually, now that I'm in the latter half of my 30s, it's only by doing these kind of challenges that you start to realize that maybe your perceptions of yourself are not what you thought. So in doing these kind of challenges, I'm not just trying to inspire other people. I'm trying in a way to prove to myself that a lot of the things that I held about my own beliefs are just wrong. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to chase big goals. Whatever you're training for, keep showing up, keep pushing yourself, and keep challenging your own beliefs about who you are and what you can do.